Hey everyone! Hey, welcome to Win It Wednesday. Let me move my camera down a smidge so you can see more. Hey, welcome to Win It Wednesday, and I am Lisa Ramsey. I'm going to be your host for today. I think I've been off for just a little bit, so but I'm back, and I'm back to do a fun project with you. So what I have today is I'm going to be working on the craft club. And I just love the craft club because it has a patriotic theme, and which I just love. So what I'm going to do is go through, hey Tina, I'm going to go through all of the components of the craft club, and we're going to do it together. So it's going to be just a little bit different than what you see in the video, but it's going to be like my personal spin on it. So let me just hop on here. Hey, I forgot to put the question up in the comments, but today is Win It Wednesday. And so if you would just please let me know if you have anybody in your family, if you, your husband, your children, father, grandfather, whoever have served for our country, would you please let me know what branch of the service they were in? So if you have any family members who have joined, who have served in the military, please let me know in the comments, and then if they did serve, let me know the branch of service. So let me hop on this so I can see your comments. Get ready. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, and if you would just sprinkle this around so other people can see it, especially if you're a creator and you have a collection of folks who've been getting the craft club, who would love to see how it comes together, or perhaps you have some folks that you would just love to see what craft club is all about. Please invite them in to join us right now. And then, yes, a grandfather in the Air Force, Noelle says. So the answer does not have to be yes. Just the question is, did you have I guess it's a two-parter. Did you have a member of your family in the military? And if you did, what branch of the service did they serve under? So actually I have lots of kids, either born to me, married into my family, or kind of acquired. And let's see, I think most everybody has served. So we've got Marines, my husband was Air Force and Army. We've got Air Force, another kid, Army, another kid, Navy, another kid. So we've got them all covered. We're a military family. We love supporting the United States. We love what it stands for, and we love the Constitution, and we just love we love our freedoms, but we love the service and service members. So Uncle in the Army. All right, Tina. Okay, question of the day. Has anyone in your family served in the military? If so, what branch? Thank you so much for putting that in there for me. All right, so what can you win? So it's going to kind of go with the theme, but not really go with the theme, okay? This is actually a stencil we made, that I made a couple of years ago for who was someone who was our VP of sales at the time, Cheryl, and we all loved Cheryl. She always used to say, "Oh, my stars and garters." If you remember her, you remember hearing that, right? So we made a stencil and surprised her, and we all made shirts, and it was fun. So, "Oh, my stars and garters." If you win, this is what you get. All right, so again, the question is, if you had a family member who served, yes or no, if you had a family member who served in the forces, in the armed forces, and if they did, what branch of the service? All right, so, and then you went, "Oh, my stars and garters." Okay, I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to get down to business. So I'm going to actually do the craft club, like I said, and I'm going to do it a different way than probably you saw. So the craft club comes with 5, these are wood, little pennants. 5 in blue and 5 in red. It also comes with some ticking cloth, some red and white ticking cloth. Let me see what this is. It's like 12 by 18, I think is what it is. It has some twine for you to string everything together. It comes with this 2-part stencil, which is stars and stripes. So guys, there's so much we could do with this, right? And then, yes, the dad, Lori says, yes, dad in the Army, 2 brothers and a son in the Air Force, and now my son in the Air National Guard. Awesome. All right, and then also what comes is a special squeegee this month. You get our red, white, and blue squeegee because we're patriotic here. And then you'll also get this sample white chalk paste. So it's more than enough to get our project done. I am going to hop into the project, and I'm going to do a little prep work before we get started. What I am going to do is I am going to sand these down. So I love these, and they're the nice, bright, actual colors, right, of our flag. But what I wanted to do is make mine look a little more rustic. So I just have a piece of sandpaper. It's just a piece of sandpaper. It's like 120 grit. It could be less. So if you don't know about sandpaper, the higher up you go. So if I had like 220, that's finer. Okay, if I had like 100, that's like rough. That's real rough. Arlene says, my mom and dad were both in the Army. My sister was in the Army, and my husband retired U.S. Navy after 27 years. We love patriotic everything. Okay. All right, so we're going to rough things up a little bit just because I wanted mine to look a little more, you know, like old American. What do they call that? What do they call it? It's aged, but it's old patriotic. Anyway, I'm going to rough mine up, whatever it's called. And I'm going to show you the difference after I do, okay? So I just want mine to see, like, it's seen some days, right? But it's still hanging in there. Oh, glory, it's still flying. But I want to give a little bit of a rustic look and feel. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, distressed. Absolutely, Noelle, distressed. So I'm going to do some parts more distressed than others because, you know, things don't actually wear exactly the same. All right, so let me show you what I did. Grab a paper towel, and I'm going to show you the difference. Thank you very much, Peggy. Is it primitive? Yes, ma'am. Len, you got it right. It's primitive. Okay, I want you to see the difference between this one and this one. Now, as we say all the time, make it yours. Make the project yours. But for me, this is what I went for, the primitive American. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do that with the red too. Again, it's up to you, but I just love the way that this pops and kind of just like brings out those edges a little bit more. And then I'm going to show you this one too when I'm done with this one. And like some of the edges I'm going to do a little bit more. And then right down the middle to really give it that distressed look. All right. So I cannot wait to see what you guys do. I always say that, but you guys always surprise me. All right, so here is, it's got the sand from the other one up. Here is the one that I sanded, and I like it. I like the way it's going, the direction it's headed in. And here's the one not sanded, right? So your choice. You make it yours. All right, so let me do a couple more, and then I'm going to string them together. So the jute that is included is long enough to make this, this banner. But you don't have to use it. And then the ticking cloth was made to just kind of like, just to add an extra embellishment. And if you've not participated in our craft club before, just to let you know, every single craft club comes with everything you need to make it. It comes with the surface, the stencil, the squeegee, any embellishments, and, well, I said the surface, right? Oh, the chalk paste, the medium, either paste or ink. And we do try to alternate those so you're not always getting paste or always getting ink. But really mix it up so you can see how the different mediums work. And, you know, sometimes it's fun just to make a tote and not have, you know, a bunch of signs hanging up everywhere. So for my craft club for this month, my son is a Marine. Thank you, Mary. Oh, right, Arlene, good point. One side traditional and the other side distressed. That would be great. I wanted to do something else fun. I don't know if I'll get the chance. If I don't, I will tell you guys this. I wanted to put a spin on this whole thing and do one other project because I love the fact that I can use the stencil again and again and again. And you'll see that just on this project alone. But I was thinking about doing another project with you. I don't know that I'll have the time. If I do not, I will come back next week. I don't think I'm on this week again. Next time I'm on, I will do the craft club. I will show you the craft club, and then I will do a primitive. That's it, Lynn. Well, what I had in mind was I wanted to use this. I had some hearts left over from, they're just, you know, Dollar Tree heart size. But I wanted to use the stars and the stripes on this and do like a denim bow and some other rag stuff going on with a cute button and all that. So I might get to it. I might not. If not, I'll definitely come back and do it with you guys at another time. Okay, I am going to use, that's not what this calls for. This actual project calls for me to use all 10, but I'm not going to. I am going to keep mine simple, and I am going to use, because I can use these for another project even if I want to. So I'm going to use 3 blue and 2, what is that? Yeah, 3 blue and 2 red. Come on, get it right. All right, so let me see. Yes, I'll set all of those aside, and then I'm going to have blue, red, blue, red, blue. And I think that'll be enough for me for what I got going on. All right. So, did you guys enjoy April's Craft Club? I really liked that one. I had someone say it was their favorite, but I think we've all got our favorites, right? I did enjoy the versatility, and I did really enjoy all the things that you all made with it. Great monthly club for Military Appreciation Month. Yes, ma'am. That was the goal. We love our military. Okay. Now, if you have seen the craft club at all, the video for this month, if you've not, I encourage you to go over there and look at it. But Samantha put that one together, and what she did was kind of what I had in mind was some of these would be the stars, some of them would be the stripes, and then others would be a combo. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let me just I sanded all this now. I got paint coming up, of course, because I sanded it off, right? Every month is a new favorite. Thank you, Sandy. Yep. We work hard to get something we think that you guys will like. And, you know, even if it's not like your favorite, you can use it on something that might become your favorite. All right. So I've got all my pennants ready to go, my wood pennants, and I think what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and open up my stencil and get going. All right, good afternoon. And my grandfather was in the Army in Germany and served in World War II. Thank you. Thank you. It's very important, the work that our military does around the world to keep us and others safe and living in personal freedoms. Really a lot of heroic work done on their part to make sure that people have, you know, human rights are available to those around the world. Okay, so I got my stars and my stripes. I am going to go stars, blue I'm going to do stars, white I'm going to do stripes, except for one in the middle, and that's going to be a mix, okay? So, on the red, stripes up or down or across? What are your thoughts? Stripes up or down or across? I think the across doesn't fit as well as the up and down, so I might go up and down. You guys let me know what you think. In the meantime, do we have to sand them? No, Mary. No, not at all. These surfaces, they're always, unless they come with a paint, these surfaces are always ready to go. I don't know if you guys know, but we also have red, white, and blue stars. I was going to put this on my project too, with that heart, and I might have to do it another day. But our stars, our 12-pack stars, are red, white, and blue as well, and they are available online if you want to hop over and grab them. That's a 12-pack at a real reasonable price, all painted and ready to go, okay? All right, but you don't have to sand. Often, I'll just rough it up a little bit. Depends on the nature of the project that I'm doing. So, okay. Up and down, Mary says. Okay, I got it. Marlene says so too. My son was in the Army, National Guard. Thank you, English. Okay, I am going to go to town. I've got my white sample paste. Actually, I'm not going to use it. I have some white paste right here. I'm going to save that sample paste for another project. And I'm going to use this paste right here. Now, you know, again, you can use whatever you want. You don't have to use what I'm using. But I've got my red, white, and blue squeegee. that comes special with this month's craft club. You know, sometimes we get those extra special looking squeegees. They're fun. It's just kind of a cool little spin. All right, so I am going to now, I'm gonna put my stripes over here. I'm going to mark the back. All right, I'll say stars on the back of the stars, right? So I'll know that it goes on there, and so I don't put the front on the back. You know what I'm saying? And stripes. All right. All right, so I'm going to take my stencil off. Do y'all have any plans coming up for Mother's Day? How about Memorial Day? I saw this beautiful bird feeder at the store, and I think I'm going to get it for my mom for Mother's Day. Don't worry, she doesn't listen to online, so she won't know. All right, so I am going to put my stars. Actually, I'm going to turn it upside down, put my stars, my banner, my pennant right there. You can do this any way you want. All right, I've got my guy on there right now, the way that I want, and I'm just going to smooth it on. And I want to make sure that that I don't have any air bubbles, right? And that the stencil essentially, for the moment, becomes one with the surface, so that my chalk paste, in this case, the medium, does not go up underneath the stencil. I'm squeegee it on. For you guys have done this before, you know, never mind the instructions. There are probably people watching that have never done this before. So if this is your first time watching, could you please let us know in the comments? We love to recognize our new folks, and certainly if you have any questions at all about the products, please let us know. We love to answer those. Dad, Grandpa, Aunt, cousins were in the Army. Uncle and cousin were in the Marines. Wonderful, Margaret. Thank you. All right, let me finish this guy up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Then I'm going to transfer it over and do the other one right away before it has a chance to dry, okay? Love, love. And I love the fact that I went ahead and distressed it. I think I'm going to really enjoy that look. All right, first time, Noelle. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy what you're seeing and that you can get some ideas from what you're seeing. This is our craft club for the month of March, and every craft club is different, and every craft club comes with everything you need to make it. So it's kind of a cool deal. Just comes in a nice little box, and you put it all together, and we do it with you. We also send you a QR code with printable. We have printable instructions we put in there, and a QR code so that you can watch the video. And it goes straight to YouTube so that you can watch it there. So super duper easy to follow and to do. But one of the things I love the most, not only do we design these specifically for you every month, is that, and they're special. We design them special every month. Some months they're thematic, and sometimes they're just like fun or some idea we thought we would bring to you, something maybe a hot trending item we saw in the market that we thought, we could make like a craft club around something like this. But whatever it is, it comes to you ready to go to put together, and then you do all the work. All right, I got another one. Now, while this is still wet, I think what I'm going to do, I told you in the middle, I'm going to mix it up. Stripes and stars. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stars on now while it's still wet. And I want to make sure that I have adequate space for my stripes too. So I'm going to put it maybe about 2/3 of the way down. Not getting a lot of stars in there. All right, you see that? I just put it on like that. And all right, and I'm just squeegeeing the product on and then off. Just a light coat. So if you're new, less is more. Carrie says, my grandpa was in the Army. He flew planes. Whoa, awesome. My husband jumped out of them. And so did one of my sons. All right. All right, so we got stars on the top. Now, I'm going to set this aside and let it dry I'll put this over here. We'll get to that later. Because I'm still going to be, you know, sitting here talking to you, and I didn't bring a pot of water or anything to put these in, I'm just going to put it right on its backer so that I can wash it later. All right, next up is the stripes. And here we go. I am going to pick up a little bit of lint. This is our tacky towel, if you haven't seen it yet. The green side is for picking up lint. So when you're putting it on, when you're using the stencil for the first time, it's really sticky. But you want to, you know, you do want that stickiness, but sometimes it's just a little too sticky for certain types of products that you're putting it on top of. So the green side is for picking up lint. The gray side is for drying, but it's also, you know, quick dry. So if I want to just like use that stencil again and again, but I wanted to wash it between, I can just quickly put it on that and dry it. All right, next up, I am going to use the stripes. Thank you for the suggestion. The stripes will go straight up and down on my red. All right, so I love this kit, Carrie. I'm so glad. Y'all are so amazing with all the new stuff. Thank you very much. We do put a lot of thought into it. A lot of thought. Sometimes I think maybe too much, but no. If you guys are enjoying it, then we're off to the right. We're moving in the right direction. Yeah, we always want to make sure that it's something that you guys can use around your house, give us a gift, or reuse in some other way. And we've seen a lot of great projects that look nothing like ours using the exact same items. So that's what's cool about it, is we all get the opportunity to you know, do it our own way, be unique with even the craft club where everybody had the exact same items. It's cool. And so, all right. As more of those come on, they'll be showing up, and if you're a creator, they'll be showing up in the creators group, and you'll just see how awesome and different they all are. Yep, y'all are really stepping it up your game with a lot of great things. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. All right, here is my stripes, and you can see where I did the sanding. You can see the distressed look, and I'm really digging that. Okay, let me come up. That's my sort of hippie talk coming out. Okay, I'm not a hippie, but no. All right, so let me line this one up. Hey, I grew up in Southern California. What are you going to say? You know, I live in North Carolina. Our actual address, if you've purchased any of our things before, any of our items, we are actually located in North Carolina, which I love. It's now my home. Been here for about 30 years, and I will not go back. Not go back, ever. It's just, I just love it. I love all the seasons. I love the trees. Oh my gosh, they're just everywhere. I can see why like people would have trouble with it because of asthma and stuff, allergies, but oh my gosh, I don't have those issues, thank the Lord. But so I just love all those things. Even when, like, when the pollen's coming out, like your car, does it happen to you guys? When the pollen is out, it's like on your car, like your car turns yellow. It's crazy. I mean, it's just for a couple of weeks, but it does happen. Yep, hubs in the marine, Sam says. Really? Okay, didn't know that. Okay, so the question of the day, and I will show the prize and again in a second when I'm done with these stripes. Question of the day, if you didn't hear it before, is if you have any members of your family, including yourself, who served in the military, and if so, what branch of the service did they serve under? Okay, another stripe. And then you could win. Oh, I'll put it to the side. I'll get that in a minute. All right, now I've got this one here. I'm going to like put my stripes right on. This is just like a little trick I do. I'll put my stripes right on this backer so that I can put the backer on top of the stars that are already in place. And this way I don't pull up any of my chalk. Now some people decide that they want to wax or whatever, but sometimes when I'm just rocking and rolling and moving through, I'll do that. So you see what I did? I just put the backer there. You see that? I put the backer there, laid it right over my stars so I don't pull up any chalk. Okay? And then I'm going to chalk right on it. My grandson is in active duty. Awesome. Active duty Army. I was just going to ask you what branch. I guess I didn't read it all because I'm trying to talk at the same time as I talk. Chalk and talk. Yeah, it can be difficult. It can be a challenge sometimes. Like walking and chewing gum, right? Oh, okay. Okay, last one. And then we'll start to put it together and get out some of the other items that are included. See how that turned out? I love that one. I love that one. When I was first making this stencil, I'm like, yeah, Stars and Stripes, that's cool, but wouldn't it be cooler if we like put them together on the same one? So I get a little crazy on this end too when I'm putting stuff together. All right, I got it all over myself. Let me use my handy spritzer here. If you guys don't have this continuous mister, it's called a fine mist sprayer, you ought to pick one up. I mean, it's just, look at, I do that, and it's just the finest of mists. All right. Love the combo. Thank you, Sandy. All right, let me put all this stuff aside, and we will put it together. Let me see what time it is. Oh, we may not have time to get to the other project, but, all right, so now, like I told you, I only used half of the banners, the pennants that are in this set. You can use all 10. I just decided we're live together, you know, just go ahead and go with a small number. Now, I have the ticking cloth here, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to, you can cut it any way you want. You can cut it this way. You can cut it this way. Let me see what I want to do. I'm going to cut one this way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it and then I'm going to rip. And again, I'm going to do it because I want to go with the primitive look. Okay, so let me see if that's going to be long enough. Yep, I think that's going to be long enough. So I will do some more. Yep, we are currently stationed in North Carolina. Really? Heading over to San Diego. Okay, all right. Well, we're in North Carolina. You know that. Thank you, Lisa, for all you do and your amazing creativity. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. We work hard for marketing and you know, any kind of projects for you guys, and trying to think about new products. And all right, so see my I even have strings hanging down. I don't care. I think it looks good. I'm gonna keep it like that. So I'm just for kicks and giggles, I'll do a few more. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with them. So, but I've got more than enough cloth here to do as many as I want. Well, not as many as I want, right? I'm going to run out after a while. All right, so I've got several. Let's put that aside. Now I've got my jute. And y'all, I did not get my little, dang it. I wanted to get my little tape. Give me just a sec. I'm going to grab tape for the end of the jute. Oh, but that gives me a chance to pick up the stars and garters. So if you win today on it, Win It Wednesday, you're going to get this retired stencil. Oh, my stars and garters. And it's a super fun stencil. So what I do with my the ends of my twine is I just take a little bit of painter's tape or any kind of tape you want, and I just take it and flip it around it, you know, just to help it from, you know, it gives it a little bit of a firmer end, and it also keeps it from fraying, and it just helps me when I am feeding it through different things. All right, so now we are ready to go. So my switch up here, one of my switch ups is, we're going to see if this works, okay? I wanted to take the blue, some blue chalk paste, and I'm going to take, I'm going to use one of these little trays that we have. So cross your fingers. I didn't try this before I went online. And I'm just going to use this continuous mist sprayer to give myself a little bit of water. I'm just putting in this tray. Probably be better if I had a, I didn't do it. I got a bag over there somewhere. But I'm just going to roll with it. So I'm just making this little kind of like quote unquote paint out of this paste. And I think what I'm going to do is just lightly roll my some beads through here. I think that would be cute. All right, let me get a little bit more. And so when I'm done with this, it's not a paint, it's not a stain, it's a paste that kind of being made into a paint. All right, so you got to go with me. So but when I'm just going to put it on, put it off real quick, and that way it's going to give like a hint of the blue. It's not going to be real stark. What did I do with my beads? Here we go. Got a bunch of beads. I'm going to throw some in there. Hello, new here, Illinois. Hey, Patty, Army veteran. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for your service. So I'm just going to roll these around in here. You know, it's nothing real special, and I really should just put it in a baggie. I'll do, let's see, I don't know how many I'll do. However many I feel like. Oh, I got an old bag here. I'll put them in here. This is a lot easier. I should have done this first. All right, so I'm just gonna rub them around. This way I don't get it all on my fingers. Let me throw a couple more in there. Who knows what I'm gonna do with them. All right, Elaine is watching. Hey, Elaine. Hey, if you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling this out, inviting people who you think might have an interest in crafting. This is our monthly craft club, and so it comes with everything you need. I am adding an embellishment of these beads. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want to with your project. Let's see, just put a little more in there. But I like to see, you know, what else could we do if we decided to add this or add that, or how can I make mine different? Or how can I make one for my house and then make one for somebody else's house? All right, so I've got those in there. Now I am going to put them out on my rag. This rag has seen better days. And, wow. Okay. Let's do this one. This one's a little bit better. Okay. Put them on the rag, and I'm going to essentially dry them off. So put that back in the trash. Thank you, Lori, for sprinkling. Mary says, my father was in the Navy before I was born. I had a brother-in-law serve in the Army during Vietnam. His son, my nephew, was also in the Army, 3 deployments in Iraq. Wow, I lived there. I lived in Iraq for a couple of years. It's a whole different world. Whole different world. Sprinkled, thank you, Linda. I used Dollar Tree luau skirt on my May Craft Club. Oh, cool, great idea. All right, see you guys, this is what I was going for right here. This is just very slightly blue, and that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want a heavy blue, I just wanted like a hint of a blue. All right, so that was just using my chalk paste, and here I used the Old Glory blue, and I put a little bit of water in a tray and just thinned it out. All right. Alrighty, now what I'm going to do is I am going to start stringing together my banner. And like I said, I just did half and half, but I did, let's do this first. I did the stars. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 beads between. And then I did the stripes. And I came up from the back. Again, your project, do it the way you want. And went across the front. Let me feed some more of this through. But this twine, always enough for you to do every project. Usually enough for you to do a couple. All right. Pull that through. And now I have got the 2... And you can see, I think you can see where I'm headed. So I have got, see that? All right, I'll let you in on my secret here. All right, there's that ticking cloth that comes with the project, the craft club, and I'm just going to put it up through here. And this is what you do on the craft club. At least this is part of the directions. And I'm just gonna do like a slip knot. Is that what that is? And I'm going to actually put these a little closer together. All right, what are we thinking? You guys like that? I think I like the red in there, and I'm wondering if I should put another red on each side. What do you guys think? One red or two? I mean, one or three. So let me put, or the ticking cloth is what I mean. Let me put the ticking cloth on both sides, and then you guys let me know if you think just in the middle or on either side as well. So you saw the one that was just in the middle, okay? That's the one with the just in the middle, and then so I need you to vote on that and give your comments. Give your opinion in the comments if you would, please. And now I'm going to pull this. Come on. I know you want to do it. I know you want to. Okay. And let me get one more in there. And then you tell me what you think I should do. Okay, you saw the one. Now here are the three. What do you think? I think I almost like the three. Kind of looks a little busy, but I think I like it. And I did cut them pretty thin, so I think three is what I'm going to go with. And I'll push them closer together. Three it is. All right. Nobody's voting but me. Okay, my dad, Navy SEALs, Deborah. Awesome. The three. Thank you, Georgie. All right, so we're going to go 2 beads and a banner. Wow, it's warm in here. And this middle one is going to be the one that has the stars and the stripes. Just coming up from the back and around to the front. And like I said earlier, guys, I used some sandpaper on mine to make it look more primitive. They are ready to go when you get them. They are painted. You do not have to do a thing. It was just my personal preference. Okay, that's what's great about these. You design the way you choose to design. Okay. All right. 3. Yes. Thank you, Marlene. I'm glad everybody. Oh, I almost forgot the beads. Oh, I think I did just enough beads. Yay, I did actually. Accidentally did enough beads. All right. And let's see. Red. And then we have one more. Like I said, I'm just doing half. I'm just going to save my other 5 for another project. There 10 come to the set. And 2 more beads. Oh, actually I had an extra. Yay for me. Okay. But I probably will need more of the fabric. Not a problem. We have lots of fabric. Lots of fabric comes with the project. All right, so who has received their craft club? And then who has finished their project yet? And I got to ask too, how many people have received their craft club and not done it yet from last month? I was talking to someone who said that they hadn't done there. I'm like, oh my goodness. I just like grab it and do it, you know. But you got life happens, right? All right, so question of the day, if you're just hopping on, thanks for joining us. And the question of the day is, please let us know, yes or no, if you or anyone in your family has served in the military. And to win, the answer doesn't have to be that yes, okay? And if you did, or someone in your family did, what branch of the service did they serve under? Waiting for mine and super excited, Sandy says. Sandy's Crafty Corner. Awesome. Okay. Crafty Corner 7. All right, Sandy, is that because there were 6 other Sandys, or did you have 7 pages? Okay. I received mine, but not done it yet. Okay, well then, there you go. I'm the guinea pig here. Some people said they already did it. I think Heidi was on here a second ago. She said she did hers. She had done she added a Dollar Tree hula skirt. I had some other fabric over here that I was thinking about adding to it, but we're going to save that for the project when I come back next time to share that. Oh, yes, 6 others. Oh, my word. Wow, and your lucky number. Awesome. So, Diane says, my husband was in the Navy, and my dad and 2 brothers were in the Army. Awesome. All right, so here's my ticking cloth. It looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so like if you're just hopping on, what I did is I just cut a slit. You know, you guys, super easy to do. You guys, I'm sure, have done this or seen it done in the past, and just start it. and just rip. Now, you don't have to do that. You can cut down, you know, cut all the way down or cut across or whatever you want to do. I am just looking for a primitive American look. That's my look I'm going with. I love it. So what did I need? One more over here. And then 3 over here, and I will be done. Then I'll probably need to ask you guys one more question if you will help me out in the end. I'm thinking about what do I do at the end. Do I do some more of the ticking cloth or what? All right. Okie dokie. All right, we're coming to the end, folks. By the way, thanks for joining me. You know, when we're on Win It Wednesday, it's just what we say. It's time to win, right? We're giving away freebies. One freebie every Wednesday. So if this is your first time, please come back and join us next time. If you have been here before, you know, show up. You may just win. Okay, love tearing. It gives a great look. Yeah, thank you, Sandy. I think so too. You know, it depends on what you're going for, and definitely if you're doing like a rag bow or something, which is what I will do on that next project I keep teasing about, right? All right, so I just not going to have time. But if you guys do have your craft club, and you possibly have a heart sitting around, and maybe some of these stars, you can get them on our website, this 12-pack. Just come back. Next time I'm back, I'm going to do this project with you using the craft club supplies. Okay? All right. Going to hang ours on our boat on the 4th. Oh, I love it. Where is the winner announced? The winner will be announced, Mary, in this on this page, and the winner will be communicated with. The customer service will get a hold of you and find out where to send your stencil. All right, guys, so here is my banner, the way I decided to make my craft club. You see, I did stars, stripes, and then stars and stripes, and then I just stained some beads blue, and then I used that ticking cloth that was included, and I kind of even like the size. I think that that's plenty long enough. When I was designing this craft club, I thought, well, we need 10 of these little banner things, and I'm glad I put them in there because I'm going to be able to make another project with them. So my question to you is, I'm going to let you guys go for now, but I was thinking about at the end, since I have a little bit of twine, tassel at the end with a little bit of the ticking cloth, or just leave it like this with loops so I can hang it. What are your thoughts? Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Sandy, and Lori, and Helga, and Michelle. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, and Patty, thank you. I don't know. A thing just came up. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, don't hop off before you answer in the comments for your opportunity to win today. Our stencil that we're giving away is Oh My Stars and Garters. And the question of the day is, did you or someone in your family serve in the military? And it doesn't have to be yes. And if you did, what branch of the service? And here is my craft club, my version of the craft club part 1. Bye, guys. Have a terrific day.